This video is going to go over the Unit 4, that's the energy unit, just the different topics, the energy topics mainly. So when we talk about energy, energy is an object's ability to change another object's position, motion, or temperature. So unlike a force which you can feel, you really can't sense how much energy an object has. Now this energy gets to exist as many different types. We're going to focus on 3 in this unit. When we talk about work, so an object doing work, that's the change of that object's energy caused by another object. So to do work on an object, the other object has to apply a force that changes the position of an object. If I push on something but I don't change its position, I'm not going to do any work. If I push on it horizontally, usually I'm going to speed it up. That's going to change its kinetic energy. If I push on it or pull on it vertically, that's going to change its potential energy. And then we've got 2 formulas for work. Work is delta E. So this delta, remember, means change in. So it's how much, it's basically the change of the object's energy. The other one is force times distance. So to do work, you apply a force over a certain distance. When we talk about gravitational potential energy, or PE, that's the energy that an object stores due to where it is in a gravitational field. The higher up something is, the more gravitational potential energy it has. So if you roll a stone up a hill, well, the height increases from here to here. That means the potential energy is going to increase from here to here. When the stone starts to roll back down, it's going to change that potential energy, that gravitational potential energy, back into kinetic energy. Elastic potential energy, or EPE, is energy stored by a spring that's being stretched or compressed. So if I stretch out a spring, I give it elastic potential energy. The formula is going to be 1/2 K. This K is something called the spring constant. It tells me how stretchy that spring is. And then X is how far it has been stretched or compressed. It doesn't matter if I stretch it or compress it. Both ways are going to store energy, and it's going to store the same amount. So if we had a guy here holding onto a big spring and he pulls it even more, as that spring is stretched, it's going to store more elastic potential energy. So if you think about pulling a rubber band, as you stretch it out, it's going to have more of a tendency to snap back. The last type of energy we talk about this unit is kinetic energy. Kinetic energy is the energy that an object has due to its motion. The formula is 1/2 the mass times the speed squared. As the speed increases, the kinetic energy is going to increase too. There go my kids. Wonderful. We almost got all the way through that.